Hello, third graders. Today is Wednesday, April 14th, 2020. I'm going to go through your to-do list with you for today. The first thing to do is watch this video. I will post the link as soon as I'm done so you'll see it. Next piece is 30 minutes of Amplify. We need to do this every day, Monday through Thursday. So we do 30 minutes every single day. And then Friday is a catch-up in case you still need a little bit more time. I still have some of you who have not logged in at all this week, so please make sure you get in there. Amplify is really important because this is doing reading and writing activities at your own level. So this is wherever you're at as a learner, it's creating work just for you. So please make sure that you're doing that. The next piece is 20 minutes of reading on Epic. That doesn't change. We're going to do a little bit of rereading. I will read this to you, and then you will reread it on your own. It's called Pollution in the Well. You'll answer the questions to it. I have your bunny race timer for the week for you to use for Amplify and for Epic, and then some optional calming music if you would like to do that, okay? I'm going to jump into our lesson now, and here we go. Our learning target for today is I can determine the main ideas and supporting details of pages 24 and 25 of One Well. Remember, One Well was our book that we were reading before we went on break. Okay? Reminding us what main idea means. It is what the story is mostly about. Okay? We can ask ourselves, what did I just read about? Look at the title, look at the pictures, look for clues. Clue words that are used repeatedly. Repeatedly means more than once. Oops, not sure what happened there. Sorry, guys. And then reread your first and last sentences and paragraphs just to check in and see what the main idea is. Okay, so on Monday, we read this, Demands on the Well. Today, we're going to go through it and go through those answers. So if you remember, this is talking about how many people there were on Earth and how there's a greater demand for water. The population is growing. People use a lot of water. The growing population also means we need more space. So I'm just kind of going through and reminding you what this is about. And it's saying in this paragraph here, there are more of us, and our demand for water at home and in industry and in agriculture has grown tremendously. And it tells us that the water we have on this earth is all we will ever have. And then this box up here was talking about how in the year 2025, many people will live in a country that doesn't have enough water. And by 2050, 4 billion people may be living without enough clean water. Okay, so we're going to go through what is the main idea of Demands on the Well. And this is just how it appeared in Google Classroom. Dams make more water. The world's livestock drink a lot of water. The population is growing, which means we need more water, or it was just about water. So if we think about those two pages, what information was it telling us all about? Let's think about some no way Jose's. It was not all about dams. Dams are what make up rivers. That was one detail, but that was not what the whole thing was about. The whole thing was not about livestock drinking a lot of water. Again, that was a detail. That was not what both pages were all about. So we're left with these choices. Was it just about water, or was it specifically about the population is growing, which means we need more water, right? When we're thinking about main idea, we want to be specific. So yes, it was about water, but the thing that it was telling us about is that we have more people on this earth, which means we need more water. So if you answered this one, you got it correct. So now thinking, what is a supporting detail that proves the main idea? So supporting details are straight from the text. This is not information that we're making up. This is information that is already there for us in the text that proves our main idea. So we said the main idea is the population is growing, which means we need more water. So that means our details should help prove that. So here were some choices you had. We need to find a balance. A growing population means we need more water. We need more space, or water tastes delicious. Okay, again, let's do no way Jose's. This was not even a detail in our pages, and nor does it make sense. It doesn't help prove that our population is growing and we need more water. Okay? We need to find a balance. Does this tell us specifically what we're talking about? No. We need more space. Does that have to do with a growing population needing more water? Not quite. So our answer is a growing population means we need more water. So these details, when you're finding a supporting detail, you need to find the detail from the text. You cannot make it up. So then we had two boxes that said, what is another? That should say supporting detail. Find the answer and copy the text, or from the text and copy it into the box. Okay, so I'm just highlighting some really good supporting details. Angelica says, one supporting detail is the picture shows a lot of people need water. And that's true. She was using that detail to help her. Alex says, the agriculture demand for water grows as our population grows. That's also correct. Audrey says, and there will be no more 100 years from now. Right, there's not going to be any more water. Even though we need more water, there won't be more. And then Mason says that every day the world's livestock drink the equivalent of more than 160,000 large tanker trucks full of water. That is also true. We need water to help feed our livestock. They are drinking a ton of water, and we need more. Okay. So then I have one detail to just remind us. We did have our last one was to say one fact that you learned from the reading. First and foremost, please make sure that that fact comes from these 2 pages. I had some friends say, we need water. We know that. Pull out a new fact that you learned. I had someone say they didn't know how many people there were in this world. That was an interesting fact. Someone said that they didn't know that the water that we have is all that we'll have. Like, we're not going to get new water. So thinking about that, whoops, sorry. A complete sentence should have a capital letter at the beginning. It should have a subject. We need to know what you're talking about, who or what you're talking about. It needs to have a verb so we know what's happening. It needs to make sense, and then it needs correct punctuation. Okay, so if I asked you, what did the cat do? And you said jumped, I wouldn't know what you were talking about. A complete sentence needs to tell us all these things. The cat jumped into the box. The thing is, third graders, that I'm writing the sentence starter for you. So those of you who are not using it, it makes me wonder if you're actually reading the question. Okay. So today our task is to read 2 new pages called Pollution and the Well, and then you'll answer questions as well, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and read this to you, and then I will show you where your work is for today, okay? You may follow along with me on your screen if you would like. The water cycle helps keep Earth's water clean. As water evaporates, minerals, chemicals, and dirt are left behind. The water vapor that rises into the atmosphere is relatively calm. When rain falls back to Earth, some of it is filtered through rocks and sand and is further cleaned. Even plants play a role. As water travels through them, plants remove chemicals in the water. Then they transpire clean water back into the air. So that means then they put it back into the air. But more and more waste from industry, agriculture, and homes is getting into the water. Runoff from backyards, city streets, and farms dumps dirt and chemicals such as pesticides, fertilizers, and detergents into lakes, rivers, streams, and ponds. Pollution in the atmosphere from cars and factories mixes with the water vapor in the air. The rain that falls pollutes surface water and groundwater. Our actions may be overloading water's natural ability to clean itself. As water becomes polluted, there is less clean water available. Nearly 80% of all sicknesses in the world are caused by unsafe water. And wildlife suffers too. Water pollution threatens the health of many species and habitats across the planet. Because of water's self-cleaning powers, the effects of pollution can be stopped and quite possibly reversed. But to do so, we need to reduce the amount of pollution that gets into the water. So now I'm going to go up here in this yellow box. Water dissolves more more things than any other liquid. So in nature, water is never really pure. It almost always has something dissolved in it. Now I'm down here. Every day, 1.8 and almost it's about 2 million tons of garbage are dumped into Earth's water. Can you guys believe that? Earth's water, enough to fill more than 150, or sorry guys, 15,000 boxcars. We're right here. Okay, and then I'm right here. Wetlands are nature's water treatment plants. They absorb chemicals and filter out pollution and waste. And then down here, when pollution in the air mixes with rain, it can turn into acid rain or even acid snow. This acid precipitation can fall thousands of kilometers from the source of the pollution, even reaching remote areas such as the Arctic. All right, so those are our pages. Okay, and then we're going to go into our Google Classroom and our classwork. And here I have this for you to reread again. You click on it, Pollution in the Well, and it's got both pages for you to reread. And then I have the Pollution in the Well questions, and it's very similar to Monday. I'm asking what's the main idea, what's one supporting detail, and then you have to write 2 supporting details on your own and a fact that you've learned. And I even started the sentence for you, so you shouldn't say that acid rain is cool. Okay, we need to say one new fact I learned was acid rain does this, period. Okay, so here is your work for today. I did have a few friends who did not take their time and they did not write answers here, yes, no, yes, things like that, or just writing, we need water, water to survive, animals need water. Okay, so please make sure that you're taking your time with this and you're going back, and it says, please reread pages 24 through 25 before you answer these questions. And then when you're doing the supporting details, you need to go back and make sure that you're pulling out details from the text. Okay, so just to remind you, your work for today, watch the video, 30 minutes of Amplify, 20 minutes of Epic, reread Pollution in the Well, and answer the questions. If you have any questions and you're not sure how to do this, you can come see me at office hours. Today they'll be from 3 to 4. Have a great day. See you later. Bye.